In this video, I will discuss some Newton laws of motion problem. This is the first problem. In the figure, the blocks A, B and C of mass m each have accelerations a1, a2 and a3 respectively. F1 and F2 are external forces of magnitudes 2 mg and mg. Four options are given. We have to rate the acceleration in the three cases. The first case, the block A, the Fibonacci diagram, the weight of the block is acting downwards and let the tension in the string be T1. The tension in the string T1 will be equal to 2 mg. If you take a small part of a string here, the upward force on that small part will be tension and the downward force is 2 mg. From this we get the tension in this string as 2 mg. So from this we get the net force in the upward direction is 2 mg minus mg, that is mg, equal to mass into acceleration a1. a1 is the acceleration in the first case. So from this we get a1 as g. In the second case, the block B, and let the tension be T2. So we can draw the Fibonacci diagram of the block B and the other mass 2m on the other side. So if you write the equation, we get T2 minus mg, which is the force in the upward direction, is m into a2, and here 2mg minus T2 is the force in the downward direction, equal to 2m into a2. So if you add these two, T2 will cancel and we get a2 as g by 3. Similarly, in the third case, let the tension be T3. This mass m, the upward force is the tension force of the string, downward force, one force is the weight of the block m. In addition to that, there is another force F2 of value m into g. So there are two forces of value mg. So the net force in the downward direction is 2 mg minus T3, that should be equal to m into a3. And for block C, it is T3 minus mg is the net upward force, which is equal to m into a3. Now if you add these two, we get a3 as g by 2. So a1 is the maximum acceleration, minimum acceleration is a2. So the correct option is option B. This is the next question. In the arrangement shown in figure, m1 is 1 kg, m2 is 2 kg, pulleys are massless and strings are light. For what value of m, this capital M, mass small m1 moves with constant velocity. So m1 moving with constant velocity means the acceleration of m1 should be 0. Let the acceleration of the pulley be ap with respect to the ground. So this capital M will also move with the same acceleration ap. And let the acceleration of the string with respect to the pulley be a. Only with respect to the pulley, the acceleration of one side of the string will be a downwards and the other side will be a upwards. So acceleration of 1, that is m1, with respect to the pulley is a1 minus ap. This is the concept of relative acceleration, and let us take the downward direction as positive. Acceleration of 1 with respect to pulley is minus a because it's a in the upward direction. So from this we get a1, which is the acceleration of m1 with respect to ground as minus a plus ap. This is in the downward direction. Similarly, acceleration of m2 with respect to pulley is a2 minus p, and acceleration of m2 with respect to pulley is a in the downward direction. Downward direction is positive, so it is a. So from this we get a2 as a plus ap. Let's draw the free body diagram of m1. Weight is m1g. Upward tension, if you assume the tension in this string as t, then the tension in this string will be t by 2, because if you draw the free body diagram of this massless pulley 2, this t should be equal to the sum of tension in these two strings, which are equal. So it should be t by 2 and t by 2. So the tension here is t by 2, and this acceleration of m1 is minus a plus ap in the downward direction. So in the upward direction will be a minus ap. So in the upward direction is a minus ap, and this acceleration should be 0 because m1 moves with constant velocity. So from this we get the acceleration of pulley ap as a, and vertical direction force are in balance. So t by 2 equal to m1 into g. From that we get t as 2m1 into g. For mass m2, the weight is m2g and the tension upward is capital T by 2, and the acceleration of m2 with respect to the ground is a plus ap in the downward direction. So from this we get m2g minus t by 2 equal to m2 into a plus ap. and AP is A from here. So A plus AP is 2A. So from this get the acceleration using this value of tension from here as m2 minus m1 into g divided by 2m2. Free body diagram of the mass capital M, tension equal to m into AP, and AP is same as A. So from this we get capital M as 2m into g by A, and g by A you can get from here as 2m2 divided by m2 minus m1. So using that we get capital M as 8. Small m1 is 1 kg and m2 is 2 kg. So using that we get the value of capital M as 8. So the correct option is option C. This is the next question. A man thinks of 4 arrangements as shown to raise two small bricks, each having mass m. Which of the arrangement would take minimum time? The thing which will take minimum time is the one which has got maximum acceleration. If acceleration is more, then the block will move up faster. So let's draw the free body diagram in the 4 cases. First case, the brick has got mass 2m, the 2 bricks, so the weight is 2 mg, and the upward force acting on the pulley is F and F, where F is the tension in this string, and let the acceleration be A1. In the second case, this tension here will be F by 2, because this tension plus this tension should add up to this force from the free body diagram of this pulley. So F by 2 is the tension on this pulley, and let the acceleration be A2. In the third case, the tension is F, and let the acceleration be A3 in the upward direction. And in the fourth case, the tension in this string is F by 2. So F by 2 should balance 2 mg. So in all the 4 cases, the downward force is the weight, which is 2 mg, which is same. So which one has got the maximum upward force, that will have the maximum acceleration. So the case A has got maximum force in the upward direction, which is 2F. So A will have the maximum acceleration and it will take the minimum time. So the correct option is option A. This is the next question. A block is placed on an inclined plane moving towards right horizontally with an acceleration A0 equal to g. The length of the plane AC is 1 meter. Friction is absent everywhere. The time taken by the block to reach from C to A. So the block is moving from C to A. So we have to find the time taken for the block to reach. So if you calculate the acceleration of this block from the forces acting on this block, we can get the time taken to reach from here to here. So this is a free body diagram. One force is the weight of the block mg and the normal reaction perpendicular to the inclined plane. And since this inclined plane is moving with an acceleration A0, there will be a pseudo force of value m into A0 in the horizontal direction. So the angle between this pseudo force and this plane is same as the angle between the horizontal and the plane, which is 30 degrees. So this angle is 30. So along the inclined plane in the upward direction, the force is A0 cos theta, that is cos 30, minus mg sin 30, which is the component of the weight. That should be equal to the mass into acceleration. So from this you get the acceleration as this value. The equation of motion is equal to ut plus half at square. Since u is 0, it starts from rest at this point. It's half at square. A is known from here. So from this we get the value of t as 2 divided by square root of 7.32. Square root of 7.32 is it's 2 point something, because square root of 4 is 2 and square root of 9 is 3. So this is between 2 and 3. So this time should be less than 1 and greater than 2 by 3. So it should be greater than 0.67 and less than 1. So the correct option is option B. This is the next question. A block of mass 10 kg lies on a rough inclined plane of inclination theta equal to sin inverse 3 by 5. With the horizontal, when a force of 30 Newton is applied to the block parallel to the and upward to the plane. So force of 30 Newton is applying parallel to this plane. The total force exerted by the plane on the block is nearly along the direction. We have to find the direction. The forces which act on this block due to the plane are the normal reaction and the friction force. Normal reaction is in this direction perpendicular to the plane, and the friction force can be either upward of the plane or downward along the plane. So you have to find the direction of the friction force. The value of the friction force, the maximum value will be mu into n, and normal reaction is mg cos theta. Cos theta is 4 by 5. So from there, the maximum value of friction is 60 Newton. The force which is acting in the downward direction along the plane is mg sin theta. M is 10, G is 10, and sin theta is 3 by 5, so we get 16 Newton. The other force acting along the plane is 13 Newton. So there is a net force acting downwards along the plane. So the direction of the friction force will be upwards. So this is the direction of the friction force, and the normal force in the direction. So the force by the plane is the resultant of these two forces. So it will be along this direction. So the correct option is option D.